Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. What are you fighting for? Come on. Who's like the most disrespectful president you've ever seen in your life? Is it a lying, degenerative, old man who's basically falling apart as he's standing or sitting there sleeping through other leaders' comments, announcements, and he just can't even hold himself up anymore, and he's tried to sit down during some kind of a political service he should have been more attentive to, making veterans feel like they're inadequate or that he's the reason that they're in a democracy and they're a veteran because of him. I mean, the confusion that President Joe Biden has brought into America is beyond the comprehension. We need, on November 5th, 2024, every single human being who's watching this video and everywhere around the country, I might as well say everyone around the world, because Joe Biden's bringing everybody in from around the world he can. So we need you all to start voting for Donald Trump so you can have the kind of income you really deserve. We have inflation that's so dang out of control, we can't even deal with it anymore, folks. It is ridiculous, and you know it is. It is absolutely ridiculous, and we need to do something about it now and forever. It's just beyond comprehension how terrible this really is, and we have to do something about it in order to make our country a better place. Yes, I'm Minister Charles Nolen. You're rolling with Nolen on the road to recovery, if we can. And I hope that we can soon. Please visit my website at www.charlesnolen.com and email me at charles.nolen1@gmail.com. I would greatly appreciate that. I'd like your feedback. I like your comments in the videos. And I really do respond to people when I see your comments. And I try to read as many of them or all of them that I can. Anyway, like I said before, we really need to do something about this country. And the country is in peril right now because of President Joe Biden. Now, Joe Biden would have you think that the country would be in peril if you elected Donald Trump president, but that's not true. He put a commercial together, which I don't have in this particular video, that shows 4 vets that just don't happen to like Donald Trump. But if you ask the majority of vets, you would find that most of them, 95% of them, like Donald Trump. The power that the Democrats will put upon us is beyond comprehension. It is beyond legitimate. It is beyond anything fair and balanced, as like Fox News. I love Fox News. And it's not just because they like Donald Trump. It's because they are truly fair and balanced. They do bring on Democrats. They will interview a little bit of everybody from both sides, all sides, libertarians, everything. They give everybody an option to be able to speak and talk, but they try to keep it fair and balanced. All the other networks, CNN, MSNBC, the Wall Street Journal, the New York Times, everything like that is toxic against Donald Trump, and they will figure out a nice way of saying a horrible thing about Donald Trump and making it so that you think that Biden is the answer and solutions to all our problems, when in fact, I'm telling you, he is not. He is a disaster, and he is a trip and fall, and he is an I can't believe I'm still awake kind of guy. Where's my next ice cream cone coming from, man? He just doesn't care that he is what he is. He reads stuff that he's prepped to read, and he's lucky if he can see it to read it. And I did play a video on this channel the other day that showed Biden in silhouette and, just responses. I was in the screen, a small section of the screen in the corner, like over here and whatever. And I was talking, like, responding to Joe Biden and all his stuff that he says. Like, really? Oh, sure. What do you have, your team, your administration, including your vice president, are attack dogs against President Donald Trump, including your Department of Justice, Joe Biden, and you are out to get anybody that is against you in any way, shape, or form. So people aren't allowed to be against you. People aren't allowed to not vote for you. And why you would say things like, you ain't black if you don't vote for Joe Biden. I mean, come on. Are you insane? The American people, black, Chinese, the Asian persuasion, everything that's out here, American, Irish, German, everybody that's in America, the Spanish, the Mexicans, the libertarians, everybody, the majority of people see what you're trying to do, Joe Biden. And all you Joe Biden brothers and sisters who love Joe Biden and think the ground he walks on is better than the ground Jesus Christ walked on. I mean, that's ridiculous and profoundly disgusting to me. Jesus is the reason for the season, not Joe Biden. And Joe Biden needs to be taken out of office. And on November 5th, 2024, he will be elected out of office by being elected fired. That's what he'll get on November 5th. You're fired. And that's the people are going to be speaking to you, Joe Biden. And anybody that is a Joe Biden clone. You're going to be told, Joe Biden no more. And we're going to see Republicans. We're going to see new judges, Republican judges, school board members. Everything's going to slide into the Republican category because there is a fair and balanced lifestyle for all Americans there. Joe Biden, the way you do things, it's criminal. It's insane. And the dementia and I hear visiting angels coming to get you. I mean, to take you to a nursing home. Because that's what you really need. And I'm not against you. I don't hate you, Joe Biden. I just hate the position you're in. I hate what you're doing with the position you're in. I hate the people that you're surrounded by that are trying to make you say things and do things that are hurting every good American out there, including me. And we need to do something, folks. We need to gather together and put him out of office. Even if Jill doesn't want to put him in a nursing home, his wife. And Hunter Biden, in that case, where do you think that's going? Let's keep an eye on that. And I have a sense about that because Joe Biden's son is in court in Delaware. Delaware is like being in a small town. It's just like the small state, So everybody knows Joe Biden's president and he's from Delaware. So, it's like, are you quaking in your boots, Delaware? Are you worried about saying the wrong thing and upsetting Joe Biden by putting his son away? Because obviously he did drugs. He bought a gun. He lied on his application. He's hurt people. We've seen him in positions we should never have seen him in. And his laptop from hell is real. And they tried to deny that. Now they're trying to say that it was a Russian conspiracy. Or some kind of Russian influence. Look, Vladimir Putin is a nice guy. And I hope he hears this video or gets wind of this video. He ain't crazy like Joe Biden. And I don't think Vladimir Putin wants Joe Biden to continue his reign. Because I think he's doing too many things, playing too many people against each other. And that's got to be upsetting to the Chinese leader and to the Russian leader, Vladimir Putin. It's got to be. I mean, I don't even see it any other way or how it could be any other way. And the only way we're going to have a semblance of peace in our world is by putting President Donald Trump back into office November 5th, 2024 as the 47th president of the United States. And we need to support him with everything we got. And from what I heard, since his conviction in his 34 felonies, which is bizarrely wrong and shouldn't have ever happened in the first place, he has raised $400 million. And if you take $400 million and put it over 34 counts, he's raised $11,700,000 per count. Because Americans say, stop. We've had enough. This is BS. We want this conviction overturned. We want him not to be a felon. We want him to be our next president, and we're going to do whatever it takes to make it happen. And we're not going to live in fear of Joe Biden, his Department of Justice, and all you blind to Joe Biden people. I mean, you're just blind to him. I've heard some of you say I would do horrible things to Donald Trump, who's not trying to do anything but make America great again. That's it. You don't even understand it or comprehend it because you think he's just the worst. But more than half of America now, and it's accelerating, the numbers of people are saying Donald Trump is our guy. And Joe Biden and whoever at any convention, no matter what they try to do and switch Joe Biden, or Joe Biden passes out, or whatever happens to Joe Biden between now and November 5th, they're still going to put Trump in office, folks. So all you Democrats can go sit down, relax, chill out. You don't need to go vote because it ain't going to help you, because there's too many people, Democrats, liberals, Republicans, and all the different variety of political parties involved. They want to see Donald Trump go in there and have his second chance at doing the right thing for the world, for the United States, for our economy, for the borders, for everything. Because, Trump speaks up. He says what's on his mind. He's more gentle today than he was when he first ran. He's more kind and more thoughtful today than he ever was. I mean, he holds back, from being the kind of person he was before, but that's a good thing because he's doing the right thing better than he's ever done it before, in my opinion. And he deserves to be our president, our 47th president of the United States of America. And I need you all to do something to help him become the next president of the United States. Let's vote for him. And also every Republican you can put into office so he has teams of people that are working with him. Because that's what Republicans do. And Donald Trump wants us to have a truly fair and balanced lifestyle. Taxes and everything. He is that kind of guy. He doesn't want us to live under this high inflation and not be able to afford to pay eggs. And I've heard him say, I can't even buy bacon myself. I know he's joking because he's a billionaire, but still, that's not the point. The point is he respects us. He respects the people that really can't afford to go out and buy the bacon because it's too darn expensive. And I love that about Donald Trump. And I know you guys that are out there that are listening to me that care about Donald Trump and the future of our country also love that. And I'm just giving you the guidance to know, from my heart to yours, from hopefully God's mouth to my heart to your ears, we need to put, at whatever cost, Donald Trump back in office November 5th, 2024. And you have me here to ask me any questions at all. And I promise you, if you send me comments or questions and I'm able to get them, I promise you I will go to whatever length possible to get the answers back to you through another program coming up. You guys mean that much to me. That's why I do this program, because I'm that passionate about it. And I know that I want a better country for us all. I want us to be able to afford our mortgages, afford our rent, afford our electric bills, afford our, cable internet, whatever it is, our phones, our cell phones, to be able to keep our services. And I want our banks to stay uninvasive to us. This is the kind of stuff Donald Trump wants for us all. Not to turn it into the federal's electronic, I'm going to identify every penny you guys get and every penny that you Donald Trump doesn't want that. He wants us to be able to have some respect and a semblance of privacy. We deserve that. It's like, what are we going to do? Allow everybody in the government to invade our lives down to the microcosm? Are we going to allow people like Bill Gates and Coca-Cola to merge themselves in some capacity so they can put nanoparticles in Coca-Cola and Pepsi products? And what are they doing? They're able to pass the blood-brain barrier? What in God's name is this? What are they trying to do? Nanoparticles? What are they trying to do? I've seen Bill Gates get on the internet and he says, oh, well, we can control and reduce the population by 15%. And who talks like that? Do you want to see your cousins, your relatives, your brothers and sisters, your mothers and fathers and grandchildren reduced because of people like Bill Gates who thinks he knows better than everybody else? I don't think so. We need to get Donald Trump in office and put away the people that are trying to hurt us, like George Soros, President Joe Biden, his administration, the Democratic Party that's out to get us, like Nancy Pelosi and I don't even remember that old man's name, but the New York congressman and the one out in California too. He's just like, they're crazy. They're absolutely crazy. I can't even begin to express it right now because I don't have it all written down, and it's not all in my head perfectly, but I tell you from my heart, I'm speaking from my soul, we need Donald Trump in office. And we need to put him there with the Republicans to support him. And he will do us right. So help me God. I surrender. I will give everything I got to help Donald Trump get into office November 5th, 2024. Make the pledge with me today. God bless you. I love you, my brothers and sisters, and I look forward to seeing you in the very near future. God bless you.